And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Vintage Story. Last episode, I covered all of the mods that we are going to be using, and I covered all of the settings that we did when we created the world. And now we are finally loading in anytime now. There we go. Now we need to set up our character, right? Let's see. We want. Ooh, that's purple eyes. Yeah, I like purple eyes. Hair type. None. Combed. Doesn't really matter, you know. If you wanna, if you wanna, you know, customize yourself, by all means. Since you know, sit and let's see, combed. Yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't want a mullet. That's definitely. I definitely don't want a mullet. Yeah, there we go. I didn't want the mullet. Facial expression, serious. Grin. There we go. I want to be friendly, happy. I don't want a mustache. Stubble. Ducktail. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Why not? A little goatee. Hair color. Yeah, there we go. Purple hair. Why not? So the class, we're gonna remain commoner, right? There's a hunter. There's a malefactor, clockmaker, blackguard, and a tailor. Now we do not have any class-specific recipes, so we can make all the things, but some of these change loot, right? So resourceful, animal loot, animal harvesting speed, right? You can increase your ranged damage and your accuracy, increase your walk speed. The malefactor gives you forager, 10% for foraging, plus 20% wild crop drop rate, plus 15% drop rate. Collect cracked. Okay. Furtive, minus 35% animal seeking range. But this is minus 2.5 health points, minus 20% range points, minus 15% melee damage. So, you know, if you don't like the negatives on any of these, then, you know, go with the commoner, because that's the best all around, and that's what I usually go with. All right, so here we are. Our very wow, we spawned right next to a trader. How about that? We spawned right next to one of these guys. So yeah, we can't really buy anything. We don't have any money, and you use like rusty gears as a thing. So first thing you want to do is you want to find as much flint laying on the ground as possible. And you know, I thought I lowered the number of redwoods that spawned, but wow, did I not do that? Wow, crazy. All right, and we also want some sticks. You know, you gotta start in the Stone Age here. And we've got some mushrooms, lead. Not really. We don't really have any use for lead right now. All right. Just trying to look for a little bit more flint. And I'm right-clicking, by the way. Right-clicking to pick all this stuff up. Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Having these cattails right here is going to help us a lot. And look at the crayfish. Crawfish here, that's from the Creatures and Critters mod. A lot of stuff you'll see. Vanilla has a bunch, but yeah, the Creatures and Critters mod is excellent. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is something for inventory, because if we look at our inventory, we don't have any inventory. There's no squares in here for our inventory, right? All that we have is down here. That's it. That's all we have, right? So we need these slots here, these 4 slots here. These are for backpack slots, right? There are certain things in the game that you can put in here that increase your inventory inside here. And what the first things that we're going to need are some cattails in order to do the very, very basics. So get some of the flint that you did and shift right click onto the ground. That puts some on the ground, and we are going to want a knife blade. This gives us 2 knife blades, and this is called knapping. And you're going to use one of the ones in your hand, and you're just going to left click here, and you're going to take all these little squares out. And that gives you 2 knife blades. Now we want to take those and combine them with some of the sticks that we got. And now we have a couple knives. Okay, so now you use your knife on your cattails, and you get the cattail top, right? And that is what we need. That gives us the ability to make hand baskets, right? Hand baskets, and a few other things, but a hand basket is mainly what we're going for right now. It's kind of, you know, it's early game. But this is how you gather the very first tidbits that you need. This is a lot. This is a glorious amount of reeds. And the reason you do this with a knife, if you try to do this without a knife, you won't get the cattail tops. And these will eventually grow back, right? The tops will eventually grow back. Well, it looks like there's a bunny in the water over there. I wonder if he drowned. And you shift right click on an animal to get. Oh, I guess you got us some hide, so that's a good start. Oh, you can see frogs are in the water, other creatures and critters. This was a glorious amount of cattails. All right. Oh, I missed one. How did I miss one? All right, let's make sure I got everything. I think I got everything. Okay, there's some up on here. All right, let's see how many. We got 50. 50 50 cattails out of that little area. So hitting H brings up your handbook, right? So that is your main vines. Hand basket. You can see storage slots 4. So that is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 cattails for each hand basket. And you put that, wink, right there. And you can see it immediately gives me inventory space. So I can do that one more time. And put another one there. So now I finally have a little bit of inventory space, which is glorious. I think I might be able to do one more. Yes, excellent. Good start. Now we need to figure out where we want, definitely want berries. Berries are the early game food. So get them while you can. All right, I'm on andesite. Excellent. You never know the rocks in the game when you spawn in. You just never know what sort of thing you're gonna get. Okay, so what do we want to do? We need to find a little bit more flint and some more food. It would be nice to find lots and lots of food and do some exploration, but we need to set ourselves up with a home first. I'm not seeing any. There's some resin though. I'll take that. Gather that stuff. You right click on it, by the way. Gather that stuff wherever you find it. And we have copper bits. That is good. You want pick that up where you find it, but also keep in mind where you find that, because that indicates there's copper underneath the ground right there. But copper is relatively easy to find, so I'm not worried too much about it. Yeah, where is all of the... Where's all the flint at? I found bunches in the forest over here. Oh yeah, see this copper? I want to leave this copper here, because that indicates there's copper underneath the ground there. Oh, there's some more resin. Definitely grab some of that. Oh, wow, there's 2 on that tree. That is pretty rare. Another one. Yeah, I think the developer upped the rate at which that actually comes in, because he had dropped it and then it was just like, it was never coming in. Oh, there's flint. And we're next to some oak, which is fantastic as well. Oh, I see. Yeah, see the copper under there? There's copper right in there. The stones are on top, the copper is right underneath. Glorious. So we need to start thinking about survival here. So what we want is flint axe head. Okay, and we're gonna want a shovel head. There we go. And then just combine those with some of those sticks. There's our first axe. There's our first shovel. Okay. Now, do not recommend chopping down one of these big trees, because it would not be a good day for you if you chop your axe would immediately break. But take the leaves out first. That gets you sticks, and then you can grab the wood. Yeah, chopping this tree down would probably break my axe. Gather some sticks first. You can hear the sticks. Yeah, now we got 15 sticks, so that's good. And that's also the way you gather seeds. Trees can drop seeds when you just chop the regular tree down, but you get way more seeds if you take out the leaves first. So let's see how much of this tree we can chop down with this axe. Takes a little while. Hey, look at that, we actually got it. Nice. Okay. Good to go there. We want a healthy amount of sticks. We want a good supply of wood. Now we're going to need some grass. No, that's not grass. So you use your knife on the grass to actually pick it up. If you use any other tool, like an axe, it'll just break the grass and you won't get it back. But you actually want the grass. But yeah, we need a pretty good amount of grass to start. Not really sure where we want our permanent home just yet. But you know, if we want it out in the prairie out there, or if we want it in here. There's lots of good stuff growing in here. These horsetails are fantastic. Oh my goodness, I hear bees. That is glorious. Yeah, this was a phenomenal spawn, everybody. I have to say, one of the luckiest spawns that I've had. And completely by accident. Obviously, I did not plan to have it work this well. But having bees right there is going to help us a lot. Okay. I need some dirt. Good amount of dirt. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I heard those. So I want to add waypoint, add yellow bees. Waypoints, you can add them this way too. You just right click and add them. But yeah, you can say that I want that pinned and that to be a bee. So that tells me there's bees somewhere in here. Glorious. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is we want some sort of home here. All right, and just gather up some of this stuff here. We're going to ignore that tree for now. And just like in other crafting games, you're going to want some sort of rudimentary beginner home, you know, in the side of a hill somewhere. Something to keep you protected. You know, just some basics. And my Ores of Plenty mod is the thing that allows for grass to spread so readily. So yeah, it's otherwise grass really doesn't spread at all, which makes it tough. Yeah, so in here we're gonna want a gap between our roof oh no, not that, this one. We don't want anything dropping in on us. All right, so as you can see, to break rock, you actually need a copper level tool. We do not have copper level tools. Not yet, anyway. We just want to make sure there's a little bit of a buffer between us and any baddies. And that will prevent anything from, you know, growing or jumping, you know, jumping up here. All right. We have our very first little thing here. Look at that. Now, we need to eat something. Obviously, those do not give us a whole lot of food. And it's almost nighttime. So, bed, the very first thing we can do is a hay bed, which uses a lot of, I think it was 2? Yeah. So what we can do is do that. Lets you sleep for up to 7 hours. Now, it is 1800 o'clock, and I would love to have this convert to a 12-hour clock. It would be so much easier on my brain. But what is that, about 6 o'clock? It's getting dark at about 6. If you sleep now, obviously you would wake up in the middle of the night. So I advise not to sleep until it is absolutely necessary. If you want a torch, it is a stick and a couple of grass. But it's not, obviously the torch is not lit or anything. How do you light it? Well, you need a fire starter, 2 sticks and a grass. Gives you a fire starter. And a fire starter is one of those little things. You just right click, and there you have a torch. Always put a block above your torch, because if it starts raining, it'll put the torch out. Same is true for a campfire. And to get a campfire going, we want to put down a piece of grass, right? So shift right click That gives you your little fire pit construction. Then take a log and use your axe on your log. That gives you firewood. Now we have firewood, just right click, and now we have a fire pit. Right? So then we can either use the fire starter on that, or we can grab this and shift right click on the fire pit. And that starts the fire pit, and we can then stack the firewood over there. Let's just use up the rest of this. Oh, I guess and some of my mods, you know, alter the stack sizes of a lot of this stuff, so don't be surprised if you're not using the same mods I am. And I'm just shift, control, stacks, right? So it just stacks stuff up. Not everything can be stacked. There are mods that allow you to place everything, but yeah. So, you know, one of my reduced grind mod increases the burn duration of most fuels. So you're just not constantly feeding fuel into those. But again, if you have this without a block above it and it starts raining, it'll put your fire pit out. So just be aware, which kind of sucks because it would be nice to have like an actual chimney work in this instance. But Q to throw things away, by the way. Okay, so storage. We want to look at all the different types of storages out there. So there are baskets, linen sacks, backpacks, these bronze, iron, steel. These are this is the mod, and the temporal rift is the mod as well. That's the top tier. Absolute. This is the one I changed to just even be better. And let's see, reed basket. This is one of the early game storages, right? Storage slots 8. So we have the hand basket and the reed basket. So we're going to need 3 times 8. That's 24 more cattails just for a single reed basket. Craziness. So I don't want the cow parsley on me. I don't think that is necessary. I have 5 copper right now. Let's see. I'm going to need to find some clay. So first thing I want to do, let's take this and go. We're going to add home. This is going to be red. This is going to look like a house. And pinned. So there I have a waypoint. And I've seen people's screenshots where they have hundreds of waypoints. So don't be shy about adding waypoints if it'll help you out. Okay, and our first sleep, well, we still have 3 hours in the day. So if I sleep now, I'd wake up at about 5 a.m. So right click that. You can see our nutrition is very, very low. And our hunger is really low. You can see we used up one of the things there. Okay. So the sun is just about to rise. I need to go out and find some food and some more things. I need to find clay and hopefully more food. Berry bush, blueberry bush. Oh, those are ripe. I'll take that. Yes, eat. Blueberry bush, blueberry bush. So if they're flowering, we kind of want to leave them because that'll be food for us. There's some more flint, quartz, sandstone, quartz, quartz, quartz. Wow, there must be a lot of quartz in this area. Oh, there's some peat. This is peat. And you can use this as a fuel. Wow, look at that, right next to us. That's glorious. Oh, more copper bits. That's good. Let's grab copper bits. Copper. So I want waypoint, add orange, copper. Right? And it's in the middle of this enormous peat. That is a big deposit of peat. Wow. But we need clay. More copper over here. I have a feeling we're not going to be low on copper. But I need to find clay. It's crazy. I'm so used to being able to fly in all my worlds that it's kind of painful not to be able to fly. Clay should be noticeable by slightly discolored patches of soil. Ever so slight. This is a pretty enriched area though, very green and lush. Might be hard to find what we need. Ooh, Terra Preta. I will take that. Yes, although I don't have the inventory space for that. Not yet, anyway. Cranberry bush. I was hoping to find some clay right away, but... Cranberry. And there is some more cattails. I might be able to squeeze out another hand basket. So let me get some materials, and we'll come back next episode and hopefully be able to progress a little bit. I'm gonna try to take things slow. So, you know, you may think it's boring once in a while, but I want to give time for people to ask questions and you know, play at their own pace. Oh, see that flint knife broke and I immediately replaced it with the other one in my inventory. Another little quality of life feature this game has. Is that lead? Yeah. We are a ways from needing lead. Okay, so if we do 1, 2. There's a little bit more space. Glorious. Now, if memory serves, we needed exactly 16 in order to build one of those one of those storage things. So we need to find some more. Did I just throw? Oops, there it is. I meant to hit the sprint key. Field mushroom. That is something that we can eat. So harvest these with a knife so they can grow back. Black currant. Ooh, black currants. Oh, there's a rift. You might be wondering what those are. Yeah, that's a rift right there. Stay away from those babies. All right. Okay, well, hey, look at that. Finally, I've got some more cattails. So I should be able to then go right around and twice. What? Hand basket, reed basket. Oh, it's 3. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, well, that is going to have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.